everyone. Thanks for joining Diamond and I this afternoon. There's been some new Twitter drops that have just been released, and I thought I would share them with you guys, or Diamond will. Go ahead, Diamond. What was it called again? I'm sorry.
Oh, that's it. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. You're all set. I just got notification you're on, Nikki. So.
Oh.
The name of the files is How Twitter Let the Intelligence Community In. So Matt Taibbi, it's MATT and then TAIBBI at Twitter is who I have. Am I sharing, Nikki?
You are, Diamond. You are.
Okay, thank you. All right. So we'll go through these. Number 2 was 35 minutes ago. In August 2017, when Facebook decided to suspend 300 accounts with suspected Russian origin, Twitter wasn't worried. Its leaders were sure they didn't have a Russia problem. Number 3, we did not see a big correlation. No larger patterns. Facebook may take action on hundreds of accounts, and we may take action on, I don't know what that squiggly is, but it's 25. And then these things here in the middle, let's see what they are here. This one says, with Facebook on this effort, we can do that. We'll just want to be careful about expectations. Facebook may take action on hundreds of accounts, and we may take action on 25. You can add Yoel Roth, I think is his name, something about more detail. All right, and then this one, Colin Crowell, RE Russia, 2, and it says, I don't know, it's been blacked out who it was to, and it says, and 10 more. This was an email. It says, now that the story is out, it seems like the focus is on the purchasing of $100,000 of Facebook ads by these Russian accounts. Understanding that we did not see a big correlation on our platform that Facebook found on theirs, have we run the analysis of whether the accounts we did have purchased Twitter promoted products? And then Vijaya says, yes, we are in contact with Facebook and did get this list. I was on an initial call with Facebook along with, and it's been blacked out, form. It says form my team, but I think it's supposed to be from. I will let the blacked out name summaries the findings, but the high level is that we see multi-account violations, but no larger patterns or items per RTOS.
You know, if they're going to drop it, don't black out names. Let's have it.
I know. No, ooh. Yeah, they blacked them out.
Makes me mad.
Okay, number 4, keep the focus on Facebook. Twitter is so sure they had no Russia problem. Execs agreed the best PR strategy was to say nothing on record and quietly hurl reporters at Facebook. And then they have, we are working on reactive comms strategy. Our initial sense is nothing or at most a sentence on the record, so we keep the focus on Facebook. Primary work will be off the record and something ground. Working as fast as we can, give the short notice, but we'll try to share material ASAP.
No wonder everybody was in Facebook jail.
I know, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, Twitter is not the focus of inquiry into the Russia event meddling right now. The spotlight is on FB, Facebook, wrote Public Policy VP Colin Crowell. And he writes, this is an email to Sean Edgett, Carlos Monia. Some have been redacted. You cannot see them. And this is regarding Russian event meddling. Privileged and confidential. Hello, all. FYI that I'm going to schedule time this group to discuss Russian event meddling and implications for Twitter. The FB announcement today is going to draw us into conversations with Congress on this, and we need to duly assess what we know and be responsive to inquiries from Capitol Hill. We are due to see the Democratic staff of the Senate Intelligence Committee, i.e. Senator Mark Warren, Democrat from Virginia staff, at the end of September on this topic. This will be a non-public, private meeting. Also, Representative Schiff, Democrat from California, of the House Intel Committee, has put out a statement this evening, pasted below, indicating that he'll be looking for answers from other platforms on the Russian-related issues that Facebook disclosed today. And this email, I forgot to mention, is dated September 6, 2017. Important context. Twitter is not the focus of inquiry into Russian event meddling right now. The spotlight is on FB because FB has better targeting ability than we have for campaign-related advertising, and because the Trump campaign spent massively on FB during the event compared to what they spent with us. For congressional investigators, the core issue here isn't that the Russians tried to use social media to influence the event, but rather, one, how did they obtain relevant information for their targeting strategy? In parentheses, it says DNC hack, ? And two, was there any direct or indirect coordination with the Trump campaign? Six, in September 2017, after cursory review, Twitter informed the Senate it suspended 22 possible Russian accounts and 179 others with possible links to those accounts, amid a larger set of roughly 2,700 suspects manually examined. Number 7, receiving these meager results, a furious Senator Mark Warren of Virginia, ranking Democrat on the Intelligence Committee, held an immediate press conference to denounce Twitter's report as frankly inadequate on every level. And here's a picture, Twitter briefing to U.S. congressional investigators disappointing Senator Mark Warner. And I believe that must be him.
Shifty eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. Senator blasts Twitter. Presentation on Russia influence was inadequate on every level. Okay. Number 8. Hashtag irony mused Crowell the day after Warner's presser after receiving an e-circular from Warner's re-election campaign asking for $5 or whatever you can spare. LOL, replied General Counsel Sean Edgett. And here is I believe that's the notice asking for money.
Money, money, money.
Money. Number 9, keep producing material. After meeting with congressional leaders, Crowell wrote, Warner has political incentive to keep this issue at top of the news. Maintain pressure on us and rest of the industry to keep producing material for them. And here is another, looks like another email from Colin Crowell. Kind of a long one.
What's highlighted right there, Diamond?
Yeah, it says Warner has political incentive to keep this issue at the top of the news. Maintain pressure on us and rest of industry to keep producing material.
For them.
for them. Yeah,
Wow.
that's what was highlighted. Unless, do you want me to read the whole thing? Or
No, gosh,
Okay.
no.
All right.
No.
I can if everybody wants
We
me
can
to.
drop the
but-
link if anybody wants to go back and
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Matt Taibbi. They can go look at it. Number 10, taking their cues from Hillary Clinton. Crowell.
sorry, I'll mute.
No, that's all right. Crowell added Dems are taking cues from Hillary Clinton, who that week said it's time for Twitter to stop dragging its heels and live up to the fact that its platform is being used as a tool for cyber warfare. Cyber warfare. Let's see what this says. Dun, dun, dun. This just gives you a little more background. It says Democrats also taking cues from Hillary Clinton. That was highlighted. Who in her What Happened book tour is pointedly talking about the role of Russia propaganda and dirty tricks that were pushed through social media had in her demise. She has specifically has called out, that doesn't make sense, FB and other social media for not doing enough to address state-sponsored mischief in the event. Dun,
Diamond,
dun, dun. Yeah.
Debbie Golden's asking, are they referring to Mark Warner, the senator?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Let me just go back real quick, Debbie, because it was Senator Mark Warner. Yes. Here he is.
Yep. Look at that.
Mark Warner for Virginia. Uh-huh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Hillary. Okay, we're on number 11. In growing anxiety over its PR problems, Twitter formed a Russia task force to proactively self-investigate. This was an email from Carlos Monge and it's been redacted. And it's the Russia Task Group. Team, thanks for being drafted to the Russia Task Force. For the next month, this team will be focused on 1, conducting a more fulsome retro of the 2016 event. 2, preparing for open congressional hearings at the end of the month. 3, telling Twitter's story publicly, including robust outreach to outside researchers, reporters, and members of Congress. 4, evaluating whether policy changes are needed. I will reach out to teams to set up initial scoping meetings in the next couple of days. In the meantime, I'm sharing access to a working folder that includes some of the big questions we're trying to answer, as well as a full team roster. Thanks very much.
Batter
Carlos.
up.
Yeah, look at that.
Full team roster.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. 12. The Russia Task Force started mainly with data shared from counterparts at Facebook, centered around accounts supposedly tied to Russia's Internet Research Agency, or IRA. But the search for Russian perfidy, I don't know what that is, was a dud. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Wednesday, October 11th, 2017, TLDR. We have initial list of suspicious advertising content. A lot of benign content. Need to further investigate before we can draw a conclusion. Executive status updates. Ads investigation. TIDR. Models built that produce lists of tweets found 8,000 around event content and a further 700 accounts with potential lists of accounts with Russian links. Deeper analysis required before determining if connection between lists and Russia. Group will do manual reviews with legal/comms around the next phase to align on approach and narrow down lists to confirm connections and quantify. Dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Hank is
Number
staring.
13. Lucky number 13. October 13, 2017. Isn't that a coincidence?
Coincidence.
No evidence of a coordinated approach. All of the accounts found seem to be lone wolf type activity.
Ooh.
Different timing, spend, targeting. Less than $10,000 in ad spend. Dun, dun, dun. I'm not going to click on to that. People can look at that. 14, October 18th, 2017. First round of RU investigation. 15 high-risk accounts, 3 of which have connections with Russia, although 2 are RT or Arty. 15, October 20th, 2017. Built new version of the model that is lower precision but higher recall, which allows to catch more items. We aren't seeing substantially more suspicious accounts. We expect to find 20 with a small amount of spend. 16, October 23rd, 2017. Finished with investigation, 2,500 full manual account reviews. We think this is exhaustive. 32 suspicious accounts, and only 17 of those are connected with Russia. Only 2 of those have significant spend, one of which is Russia. Today, remaining less than $10,000 in spend. 17. Twitter's research finding only 2 significant accounts, one of which is Russia Today, was based on the same data that later inspired panic headlines like Russian influence reached 126 million through Facebook alone. Let's see who that is at the podium. I think that's Warner, isn't it? I don't know. Let's see who that is. Well, there's what's her name?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Amy Klobuchar.
Oh, Klobuchar.
What's it? Klobuchar? Whatever her name is. Yeah.
However you pronounce it.
Yeah. I don't know who that is at the podium. I'm assuming. I don't know if that's Warner or not. Probably is.
Debbie Golden would know. That's her senator.
Ah. That's Amy Klobuchar from, is she from Minnesota or something? Klobuchar. She's either from from Minnesota or somewhere north like that.
Thank you, Tennessee Ridge Runner, for the beautiful prayer. He said a nice prayer for Jay.
Oh, nice.
You know what,
Very
Diamond?
nice.
I'm thinking, not to interrupt the Twitter drops, but I'm thinking she might have food poisoning.
Oh.
I'm thinking.
They
went and ate at her and her girlfriend. They were at the mall.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A steak and shake or something like that, or.
Oh, okay. What did she have, like a burger or something?
No, she had chicken nuggets.
Oh. Huh. Well, I hope she feels better.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah, I hope she feels better.
Yeah, she just can't keep anything down. I feel so bad.
Yeah, that's no good.
And the pain in her stomach is horrible.
Yeah.
So anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt. Thank you, Tennessee. That was very nice of you.
No, you go right ahead. That was a great piece of information that Tennessee Ridge Runner said a wonderful prayer for her, and that it might be food poisoning with her. Not that that's good information, but at least, I was wondering if it was a rebound from the flu.
Yeah, no, I don't know. We'll see where it goes, but she is running just a little fever, but I Googled it and you can run a little small fever with food poisoning as well.
Okay. All righty. Number 18, the failure of the Russia task force to produce material worsened the company's PR crisis. You think?
You think?
19, in the weeks after Warner's presser, a torrent of stories sourced into the Intel Committee poured into the news. An example being Politico's October 13th Twitter deleted data potentially crucial to Russia probes.
Wow.
20. Were Twitter a contractor for the FSB, they could not have built a more effective disinformation platform. Johns Hopkins professor and Intel Committee expert Thomas Rid told Politico. 21. As Congress threatened costly legislation, Twitter was subject to more bad press fueled by the committees. The company changed its tune about the smallness of its Russia problem. 22. Hi guys. Just passing along for awareness the write-up here from Washington Post today on potential legislation or new FEC regulations that may affect our political advertising, wrote Crowell. Hi guys, just passing along for awareness the write-up here from the Washington Post. I thought I already read that.
You did.
Yeah, he posted that twice, it looks like.
Matt, we're going to have a conversation.
Guys, yeah, we need more information. 23. In Washington, weeks after the first briefing, Twitter leaders were told by Senate staff that Senator Warner feels like tech industry was in denial for months. Added an Intel staffer, big interest in Politico article about deleted accounts.
No.
24. Twitter pledged to work with them on their desire to legislate. 25. Knowing that our ads policy and product changes are an effort to anticipate congressional oversight, I wanted to share some relevant highlights of the legislation Senators Warner, Klobuchar, and McCain will be introducing, wrote Policy Director Carlos Monge soon after. Okay. 26. The committees appear to have leaked, even as Twitter compared to change its ads policy and remove RT and Sputnik to placate Washington. Congress turned the heat up more, apparently leaking the larger base list of 2,700 accounts.
Wow. I don't know why I'm so shocked by all this.
Yeah. Reporters from all over started to call Twitter about Russia links. BuzzFeed, working with the University of Sheffield, claimed to find a new network on Twitter that had close connections to Russian-linked bot accounts. Is there a list? No, it's just that.
I wish.
Saying there is. Yeah.
That was a...
That's a... 28. It will only embolden them. Twitter internally did not want to endorse the BuzzFeed/Sheffield findings. 29. Senate Intel Committee is asking, possible to whip something together? Still, when the BuzzFeed piece came out, the Senate asked for a write-up of what happened. Twitter was soon apologizing for the same accounts they'd initially told the Senate were not a problem. 30. Reporters now know this is a model that works. This cycle, threatened legislation, wedded to scare headlines pushed by congressional/Intel sources, followed by Twitter caving to moderation asks, would later be formalized in partnerships with the federal law enforcement. 31. Twitter soon settled on its future posture. In public, it removed content at our sole discretion. Those were in quotation marks. Privately, they would, quotation marks, off-board anything identified by the U.S. intelligence community as a state-sponsored entity conducting cyber operations. Oh boy.
Oh, boy's right.
32. Twitter let the USIC into its moderation process. It would not leave, wrote Crowell in an email to the company's leaders. We will not be reverting to the status quo. Let me see what he had to say. Overall, my sense is that the political terrain has shifted in Washington in the run-up to these hearings. The tech industry is going to get a lot more scrutiny and questioning, and we will not be reverting to the status quo ante in DC soon.
Hank, stop.
33. For more on the Twitter files, check out Barry Weiss, Schellenberger, L.H. Fang, and David Zweig.
Was that the last one?
That was looks like the last one, 33.
What time was that drop, Diamond?
It says 45 minutes ago.
So he's probably done then. I cannot wait for the other ones to be dropped. It's supposed to be this week. You know
I'm waiting for the ouchie one.
The ouchie files, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna stop sharing that one.
I'm super excited for that. I mean, that is going to be, that's when I might pop some popcorn on that one.
That should be very, very good.
Yes. So Hank wanted to be part of the show. Could you hear him?
I just love Hank. He is so cute. Look at Tracy Q dropping the Matt Taibbi link.
She's awesome.
What a gal.
She is. She's awesome.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on those other ones. Barry Weiss, Michael Schellenberger. Who else did he mention? He mentioned was it L.H. Fang or somebody?
Yes.
And then there was another person, and I can't recall, but I'll find.
John Dunning dropped a link in here, Diamond.
Oh.
And it was for elevation symptoms. It's pretty interesting to read because it's like, you know, the cold symptoms and all that we've been feeling and the flu-like symptoms and all that. But I don't live in a high elevation area.
I don't either. I'm wondering if it's an ascension thing.
Maybe that's the point he was trying to get at there. John Dunning, do you want to speak on that?
Kathy Grant, it's so good to see you.
Super good to see you, Kathy. And
yes.
What did I just hear about Australia?
Hi, Camo Carl. Haven't seen you in a while. Hi, Camo.
And I thought about you, Kathy. Buckle up. That's all I know. Because something's coming Australia's way, and I can't remember what I heard. Isn't that horrible?
Oh, Australia's way?
Yeah.
Well, Julie Green, let's see, mentioned Australia. Was it today or yesterday? Let me look.
Somebody else did too.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, okay. Somebody else said something. I don't remember. I listen to so much while I'm working.
Kathy Grant, Julie Green said today, watch Australia. Something significant is about to happen there. So you keep your eyes open. What is that phrase? Eyes open and...
Keep your eyes open and your ear to the ground?
There we go. Yes, that's it. That's it.
Hi, Margaret Agnor. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming today. And sorry I didn't say hello to each and every one of you personally. We just wanted to get the Twitter drops out because I wasn't sure, Diamond, if he was going to keep dropping or...
Yeah, I thought he was going to keep going because he had, like I say, when I texted you, he was at 21. And he only went to 33 or 32, something like that. He didn't go very far after that, so...
Kathy Grant said, sure will. I'm buckled.
Oh, we know she's ready.
Yeah, she's prepared.
We know she's ready.
Ooh, Grizz, you're right. I might call for caramel corn when it comes to the ouchie drops.
Oh.
Or maybe my what's that stuff I like so much that oh Lord. I went from work to apple and peanut butter to here. It's like I haven't stopped to even
Yeah, we'll
take a
have to
breath
let
yet.
you
No,
we'll
I'm
have to
good.
let you. Yeah.
I'm good. Boom
Okay.
chicka pop. Thank you, EOT. She knows what I eat.
Oh, boom chicka pop.
The sweet and salty one. Yum.
Uh-huh.
If you haven't tried it, now they're not paying me anything for this, but it's delicious.
So does anybody know, Nikki, what was the question on the Speaker of the House? What was
I'm
that question?
I'm just not understanding. And if anybody in chat can help us here, I just don't. I was watching it on Fox as I was working today, and I just don't understand why they can keep revoting. Can someone explain how this process works? Or if you want to come up, I'll drop the link and you can explain it to me because, and they were saying this hasn't happened in 200 years.
That's what I was going to say.
I
Yeah.
don't understand.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm not getting it either. So I was not good at politics.
government
Um,
class.
thank you, government class. Yeah,
Mhm.
I didn't do very well. Uh, you said this hasn't happened in over 200 years. Did they say?
That's what they're
Or
saying.
200? Okay. Anybody have any clue as to what they're talking about?
Okay, Watt Life. Well, if you didn't, you don't want to hear the Twitter drops, it's okay.
We're not mesmerized or hypnotized.
We're just getting the
I'm not
information out.
Yeah, I'm not hypnotized over that Watt Life. I'm just putting that information out, and you can use your discernment. You either believe it or you don't. It's better to be educated about it, you know?
All right, Proud Army Mom says the speaker has to get 218 votes, which is the majority. They are locked at 212 and 203. Okay.
Okay, thank you. So 218 is the magic number.
Jersey Joe says they have to get 218 majority. That's all she knows.
Tennessee Ridge Runner said the same. They need 218 votes for speaker. Until they get them, they keep voting. Okay.
Hi, Kenna. Good to see you. Well, okay. So then, Jim Jordan stood up on the House floor or wherever they're at, the House floor, I guess it is, and said that, he gave his speech. And then Matt stood up and said, well, I would like to, see Jim Jordan be Speaker of the House. So then people started voting for him, which offset the votes.
I was going to say, see, the Democrats are all locked in for this Jeffries guy.
Right.
And then they would split the Republican votes, Jordan and McCarthy.
So I'm not sure. I don't know. It's very confusing to me why they would even stand up and say anything about Jim Jordan. Well, Jim Jordan got up and spoke that he wanted what's his name to go ahead and be the Speaker of the House. What's his name, Diamond? The one that's running or that's going against Jeffries?
McCarthy.
He spoke in his behalf and said that they were friends. Jim Jordan did.
Oh, okay.
And then Matt, what's his last name? Younger guy. Matt Gaetz. Yes, that's him. Yep, that's the guy. He got up and said, I'd like to see Jim Jordan, throw his hat in the ring. So,
I would too. I would love to see him over McCarthy any day of the week.
So what are your guys' thoughts on this? Do you think that, they said Fox News was saying that it could go all weekend and they'll have to keep coming back and coming back and coming back. And they're going to keep voting the same way. So I don't understand. What do you do then?
Yeah. Yes.
How do we come to a resolution?
Well, I'm wondering if they're going to do that. So on the weekend, they slip something in when nobody's looking.
Oh, boy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, John Dunning says they already know who's going to get it. They just need to put on a show as if it's legit. You think so?
Well, John Dunning, I read yesterday where McCarthy's already moved his stuff into the speaker's office.
Oh.
I read that somewhere. He'd already moved his stuff. Oh, wildlife. No, you're good. I just the terms you were using, hypnotized and mesmerized. I'm not hypnotized or mesmerized. I was just reading so people can decipher. No problem. I don't have a problem with you.
A lot of people don't have Twitter, so
yeah.
There's that.
Yeah.
But memorized.
So, no problem, wildlife. No. I listen to what you hear. I don't have to agree with it, but and you don't have to agree with me. That's fine. But we're respectful, and I appreciate that. So, no problem. Camo Carl says 22,380 in 4 days. You're talking. I think he's talking the Brunson brothers case. Are you talking the Brunson brothers Supreme Court case, Camo?
That's Friday, isn't it?
Yes, it's in. Yeah, that
3 days. Today's Tuesday, right? Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, Friday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, maybe he was counting today.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep, that's what he's talking about. I just think.
Yeah, wildlife. I agree with you. Yep. But there are some people, Bucket likes hearing them too, and I enjoyed reading them also. I like to hear them. It doesn't mean I have to believe in anything. And
Kara, Twitter's free. It only costs monthly if you're trying to get a blue check mark. You can get on Twitter for free. So just so you know.
Yeah.
She said, I don't have Twitter. It costs monthly. It doesn't.
Oh. See, Care, I don't belong to Twitter either, but I'm able to pull up his Twitter account and look at it. That's how I was able to read those. I don't have Twitter. I'm not a TikToker. I'm not a Facebooker. I don't have anything.
I've had Facebook since it came out.
Yeah. See, some people like my older brother. He had Facebook so he could keep tabs of his daughters when they were in high school to see what they were up to. See?
I remember commenting on my son's Facebook post one time, and he came running down the hall and he says, Mom, if you ever comment on my Facebook post again, we're going to have a problem. I said, why? And he goes, I don't want people to know my mother's my friend on Facebook. I was like, oh my goodness. He was in middle school. Oh boy.
I don't know if my brother still has it because his girls are grown and out and they're on their own. But this was probably, I don't know, 5 or 10 years ago. He said I couldn't believe it. I said, do you have Facebook? And he said, yeah. He goes, I keep tabs of the girls. And I said, oh, smart.
Hey, Mountain Man. He said, if McCarthy is good enough for DJT, it's good enough for me.
Okay. Is McCarthy is endorsing McCarthy. DJT is endorsing. Well, I don't even think you'd say that. Backing, I guess, would be the better word. DJT's backing McCarthy as the new speaker.
That's what he's saying.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, I don't have Twitter. I can just get on and I can read the tweets from the people. Read their posts. That's what I did with him. I was able to pull those up. Okay. Interesting. I did not know he was backing him.
I didn't either.
I would rather see Jim Jordan, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Jim Jordan wants a different spot, though, to where he can do more damage.
Oh. Hi, Bubba Morris.
Hey, Bubba, love you.
Are you talking, Nikki, like in a new, how do I want to say this?
What's right under the Speaker of the House? I wasn't really good in government class. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm pulling a Jeff Riddle here.
Well, that's the Speaker of the House, and then you have the majority leaders. Oh, Tennessee Ridge Runner says Jordan wants judicial. Okay, so Jordan's looking to be the chairman of the judicial, the House Judicial Committee. Okay.
There you go.
Yep.
I was listening and working at the same time when Fox was on.
Yeah, no, there's the whip isn't the whip in the minority? There's the majority leader, and then there's the House whip, which would be the one that does not have the minority, would be the whip.
You're asking the wrong person, Diamond. You want me to drop the link for some intelligent people to come up here with you?
You know, I did okay. We had to go through that whole thing and the list of, you got the speaker and who's under the speaker and all that. And I know in the House is the whip. Huh?
You remember all that?
No.
Yeah.
That's
do you want me to drop the link?
If you want to. That's becoming increasingly apparent with my editorial expertise or none.
I can barely tell you what I ate for dinner last night, let alone how the judicial system and everything else. I don't remember all of it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's the link. If anybody wants to come up with an intelligent explanation for us girls,
yeah,
you're more than welcome. Just please show me your face.
Wildlife, I want you to speak your mind. Not a problem.
Oh, absolutely.
We just might not agree, but continue. I don't want you to be silenced or go into the background. You stay out.
Yeah, he says he's way ahead of, Twitter drops and all that. And you know what, Wildlife, you probably are. But a lot of us and a lot of people in the community are just now waking up. We got some new viewers that don't know much. So we got to help those people too.
Oh, Wildlife coming up on panel, you don't think would be a good idea? Nikki and I, we don't bite very hard. We're very gentle. Yep.
Hey, baby.
You keep being you, Wildlife. You keep being you. Don't let people silence you. You just keep right on going. We don't have to agree. I can tell you, if I don't agree with you, I'll tell you that. But that doesn't mean that I, want you to be quiet or anything.
He says the thing is, a lot of people say they're awake, but they are just asleep. Okay, well, everybody's going to wake up in their own time and, baby steps with some people.
Can you be half asleep? Do you think?
Wildlife, you're more than welcome to come up here and speak your mind, but just please use code words and don't come out with anything that's going to get my channel bombed.
Yeah. John says, Nikki, don't bite. She has a mean right hook. LOL. Yeah, we're more, Joe Adams, they're more of a nibbler than a biter. Yes, that's exact. Now, can you be half asleep, Nikki? You probably could, couldn't you?
Well, yeah. And I still think there's a lot of people that are just new on the scene that are like my sister-in-law, hearing stuff for the first time.
Yeah.
Now
you've had relatives say to you here recently, Nikki, right? That you've been right, what you were saying has come true.
Well, they told me what they said to me, Diamond, was they thought I was a wackadoodle with all the stuff I was saying for 2 years. But everything I have told them has come true. And they're coming to me asking how I knew all this. Well, I don't have a crystal ball. But you know those people online when they tell you to do your research?
Yes.
Do some research.
Yeah. You just do some digging and it's, listen, I loved the Bush family. I thought they were wonderful people. I was behind them. I was so proud of him being president, standing on that rubble saying, that we're going to get the people that did this and blah, blah, blah. And I bought right into it until about, I'd say about 3-4 years. And then things just didn't seem right. Things were just, I wasn't buying what they were selling. Let's put it that way. And that's when I got devastated to hear that they were involved behind 9/11. I couldn't believe it. And then I got angry because they preyed on my emotions.
Yeah.
They
preyed on all of our emotions.
Yes. And then it was like, how could I have been? And then I started beating up myself, saying, how could I have been so gullible and stupid?
Yeah. Well, here comes Mountain Man. From Parts Unknown.
I'm from Parts Unknown. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Man.
Hi, Diamond Lil. Hi, Nikki B. I've got my phone in my top pocket. I'm hoping y'all can hear me because I'm trying to do things while I'm on with y'all. But I've been watching that stuff through the first 3 rounds or 2.5 rounds of voting, and it's it's 100 years since 1923.
Oh, 100 years. Okay.
Right.
I was 100 off. Sorry about that. See,
that's okay.
I don't know anything.
That's okay. Right. But you got these holdouts, and of course the Democrats, they're standing firm. They're not moved like they usually do, and in a way, it's a good lesson for Americans to watch this, to see how now this guy, they want this, what's his name? Hakeem. What's the guy's last name?
Jeffries.
That they want.
Jeffries.
Hakeem Jeffries. Yeah. I mean, I know I'm sounding a little rough, but to me, that's just COMMIE. Way to want to govern, and that's what you're looking at in the entire Democratic half of the House. I mean, it's just they're trying to take us in a direction that's contrary to the Constitution, a Marxist agenda, and I think the more they vote, the more people see these people not budging one bit, the more people will wake up. So you're talking about people being half asleep. Yeah, it's true. There are people that know there's something wrong, and I call them groggy. They're groggy. So anyway, what Matt Gaetz is playing what game he's playing, I don't know. But if you all remember, he had some kind of controversy with a young person, supposedly living in his household or something like that, and there was some accusations leveled against him, and he ended up winning a defamation suit or something similar to that. But I do know McCarthy has met with Trump several times.
Wait a minute, who had the suit? McCarthy or
Gaetz? Gaetz. There were accusations about him with a young fellow, I'll say, 16-year-old that was living in his house or something like that. And I'm just saying what's been reported. I'm not
confirming or denying.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the relationships that I've witnessed between Mr. T and both of them, McCarthy and Gaetz. And I know that Mr. T's met with McCarthy on more than one occasion, private meetings, and I know he's spoken well of Gates, but he's never really been warm to Gates. So I don't know what that dynamic is, but I'm going with what Mr. T wants. I see people in the chat saying Jordan would be great. He would be, but Speaker of the House is very time consuming, and you can't ride two horses.
Yeah.
And he's the one that we need bulldogging in the judiciary.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And he's not going to be able to do both. So this push for Gates nominated Jordan right after Jordan said, I'm with McCarthy.
Yep.
And Gates gets up there and says, well, I'm nominating Jim Jordan. And everybody goes through this vote. And it really amounts to nothing, but a waste of time, unless you want to educate the population. And Jordan, it's like, I guess Gates could be putting Jordan up to give the people who are rooting for Jordan where they could say, hey, you had an opportunity. We tried. So it could be as simple as that. And the darker side is maybe Gates doesn't want Jordan handling investigations for some reason. But he's definitely going against Mr. T. So that's got a little black mark for me against Gates.
Oh, wow. See, you always get me thinking in another direction I wasn't thinking, Mountain Man.
So, yeah, it's all something to think about. I'm going to mute my mic for a second because I have got to find this stupid cat.
Okay.
I'm outside doing something and I'm at a different house. And she likes to hide under couches and stuff. And she doesn't realize if I leave, I'll be gone for 2 days. So I got to get her out if she's inside. I got to see her before I lock up the house. So I will mute my phone for a little bit and try to find this thing.
Okay. All right.
But I'll be listening.
Okay. Mountain Man has adopted a cat. So, yeah. She needs to get in the house.
Hi, Independent Many United.
Hello. Hi, everyone just coming in. Hey, Kush.
It is Kush. Maria retired.
Be charming.
Tubla 1. Proud Army Mom. Georgia Van Houten.
Diane Venezuela.
Jerry Lee.
Mary Freeland.
Be charming.
Danny Bell. And Wanda. Hey, Wanda. Marilyn Ponomarenko.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I hope Mountain Man won't be gone too long because I'm going to end this in a little bit. So, but I'll wait for him to come back with the kitty cat.
Oh,
I'm back.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm back. I'm calling for her, but I don't see her. But I'll just sit here on the porch for a little chat with you all until she shows up.
Now, the Democrats are not going to veer from Jeffries, right?
No, and I can't imagine. I can't imagine any Republicans voting for Jeffries. That's never going to happen.
Yeah.
And if it does happen, we know who we got to throw the hell out.
Yes. Yes.
But we've known that for a long time.
So if all the Republicans vote, why isn't McCarthy winning the vote?
Here comes my ride.
Oh, there we go.
They're coming to take me away. Oh my. You okay there, Mountain Man?
Something going on in the holler.
Uh-oh.
Down
in the holler.
But anyway, that was a bunch of drama. You don't get that much drama in a week around here.
I bet you everybody stops what they're doing, huh?
There's probably somebody just testing their siren out.
That's funny.
Get spider webs out of it. But anyway, we'll just have to see what kind of game they're playing. And Trump is quiet about it. He's not. I haven't checked social today, but I've been checking it the past couple of days, and he hasn't brought up anything past that I know of. since the time he said, look, get over it, get McCarthy in there and let's get moving.
You know what I seen on Truth Social that Mr. T put out today was some police body cam audio of what's her name that did the her and her daughter had the suitcases under the table.
Oh, yeah.
Interviewing her, and she was trying to lawyer her up. You can go over and listen to them. There's 3 different ones over there.
Yeah. She's a victim, you know. That's what Joe Biden
she was
said.
playing the victim.
She said, I can't go out in public. She's being harassed. And like I said, whose fault is that?
Right.
I was going to say, you should have thought of that before you accepted the funds to do stuff you knew was wrong. You knew that was illegal, what you did.
Well, Biden called her out as a hero by name.
Sickening.
I can't think of her name off the top of my head, and I don't care. But
why can't I think of it? I'm going to go look right now. Hang on. So we don't have to drive ourselves nuts with this one. Is it?
She said she doesn't even like saying her own name.
Lord have mercy.
That's what she said. I don't like saying my own name.
Ruby. They're saying Ruby somebody. Ruby?
Yeah. Yep. Ruby Freeman.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Thank you. We have
got a very smart chat. Smart.
Not like me.
Nothing like me.
I can tell you all the stories you want, but I can't tell you anybody's name.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I believe
Kevin. Are you having a show tonight?
Huh?
Are you having a show tonight, or are you leaving?
I might have a show. I'm trying to fool with some a water situation and the well pump and everything like that, and I got to fool with a stupid cat. She usually walks with me and stays right with me, but she's being sneaky today, and it's getting dark. But the thing I want to say about McCarthy is I know he had at least 2 meetings with Trump post presidency at Mar-a-Lago, and I'm not aware of anything with Matt Gaetz and Trump to suggest any kind of alliance there, other than Trump being courteous when he talks about Gaetz, but he's never been a rah-rah sis boom bah for Gaetz.
Well, there is something about Gaetz. I don't know what it is, but there's something about him that I don't trust.
Well, we were told 90% of the Congress has got something wrong with him in one way or another.
Yeah. I don't trust him. Nikki, your chat just went. The quality of your chat just went down. Jeff Riddle's in the chat.
I see it. I see him.
Hi. Just teasing. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. I hope you and Michelle had a great New Year's. We gained another vote to make 20 now. I don't Still not getting it, Diamond. Sorry, I'm a little slow. I went to the school of Jeff Riddle too.
Yeah. Well, the only thing you have to remember is 218.
Yes. That's hard to get.
Yes. Well, you'd have to have a unanimous Republican person to get to 218.
Well, yeah, and that might lead them to pick somebody outside of Congress. And anybody saying Donald Trump, keep in mind that I have a strong feeling on the matter. He's got to do just like Bolsonaro is starting to do, be detached from what's going to happen and have clean hands.
Yeah.
So I don't see Trump taking a step down to be speaker. If he does anything, maybe he'll do if everybody demands it or something. And I don't even see that. But if they did, he said, well, I'll do it for 30 days and that's it. And you all get your you-know-what in one bucket in 30 days and just to keep Congress going. But that's a slight possibility, but I don't see it. I don't see it because he's got to have clean hands.
Yeah.
They can't blame him for nothing.
I also know that they're trying to put term limits on him.
Oh, here comes Sadie. Here she comes.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she wasn't in the house. She was out in the field terrorizing something. Come here, baby.
Don't have any mice.
Come here, baby.
So when do you think the Twitter drops of Ouchie are going to show up?
I heard there were some being dropped today. I won't plug any other show, but they were good. They were going over some drops that were a little seasoned. I'd already heard, so I jumped over here to see what was going on.
Who dropped them?
I don't think there's anything new coming out just yet. I think they're trying to take Twitter and get people away from a television set onto social media in some form, so they can, and they're using different things as a draw. But this is something to get the groggy people to start being more alert, and to get the dead asleep people to start coming around. And that's why I think of this exercise is with the Speaker of the House.
Wasn't that what I was just talking about with wildlife? There's a lot of people out there that are just waking up.
Yep.
And we got to use our kit gloves with them. Not saying I'm, know everything, because I don't.
Philosophically, it's like they've been asleep philosophically. It's like they've been on a long drunk, and they're just coming out of it. They're groggy.
Yeah.
We got to sober them up, get them to look at reality.
That's for sure. Just take a good hard look at what we're saying. That's all, that's all I ask of anybody. Just listen.
Well, when people see how much Nancy Pelosi had to do with our everyday life, they will understand the importance of the Speaker of the House. Nobody ever talked about the Speaker of the House until Newt Gingrich. That was 30 years ago?
Yeah.
And that was when he did a contract with America. And then after that, Speaker of the House has been, very influential in our daily lives, but nobody reported on it, and nobody got educated on it, and they get away with murder. Now they're learning how important the Speaker of the House is. Like the last one, Dennis Hastert. He was Speaker of the House, I don't know for how long. What happened to him? He ended up pleading guilty to messing around with underage people. And he was paying out hundreds of thousands of dollars to keep it quiet. And that all came out, but it wasn't reported. So here we had a Republican Speaker of the House who was engaged in that kind of behavior. And that's somebody who can be bribed. That's somebody who can be muscled around. So now we know why we've been on this inexorable march toward Marxism, liberalism, and the exploitation of the little ones.
Communism.
Yeah.
Jeff Riddle is not going to be voted for Speaker of the House. No.
Well, I'll go ahead and throw my hat in if they need me.
I already told. Who was I telling this morning? Was it Mike Mazda on your show, Diamond, in the chat? I was telling Mike Mazda that I said I'm going to vote for Mountain Man for Speaker of the House.
She did, yes, yes.
I'll rattle their cages.
Yeah, you will. You'll give them a run for their money.
Oh yeah, I know who to put where too. And but that's the thing. We don't. You look at all these people in the House, Republicans especially, and they're just like pieces on a game board. And DJT is way up, looking down at the whole board, and seeing who's doing what. And he's going to know more about what his endorsement of McCarthy may be to draw out some people that have been drawn out far enough to go ahead and take action on. So you don't know. He's weeding out the wheat from the chaff. There's no doubt about that.
For sure. I've been saying that.
And they said yesterday I forget I think it was that kind of crazy guy on Fox. He was talking to, I think, Andy Biggs, and he was saying, well, who in the world do you all want? if you don't want McCarthy, you're not saying anybody. Oh, we've got somebody, but we're not going to bring it up till the second ballot to keep that person from being intimidated and threatened. But you'll find out by the second ballot. And I'm saying to myself, oh, wonder what. So the second ballot came around. Who was the big surprise? Jim Jordan. Anybody going to intimidate and threaten Jim Jordan? I don't think so. So they really don't have a viable alternative. So what is their game? Like I said, Trump is the titular head of the Republican Party. He was the last one to be nominated as president. And according to party rules, he is the leader of the party. And he has already said what he wants.
Uh-oh. Now the show's really took a turn for the worse, Diamond.
Uh-oh.
Craig DeHunter's in the house. Hey, Craig. Diamond, you're muted if you're talking.
No, I am laughing hysterically because you deleted Jeff's.
No code words in my chat, Jeff Riddle.
Oh, baby. Oh, Sadie. Good girl.
Well, thank you for joining me, you guys. I'm going to go make my dinner. I literally got off work and hopped right on, so...
Well, that's good. We'll keep an eye on what happens, and everybody knows Sadie's safe, and she won't get locked in a old house for 2 days with nobody to look after her.
Well, thank
but
God
she would.
Found her. I'm glad.
I'm sure she'd find some mice or something there to get by on.
Little snack or two.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out, you guys, and thank you everybody in the chats. So this is Mountain Man over and out.
Bye, Mountain Man. See you later.
Bye. Nice to
Bye-bye.
chat with you. Nikki B, we'll let you go eat your dinner and see your hubby, and hopefully your daughter's feeling better, my friend. I just wanted to get those
Twitter drops,
whatever we want to
Twitter
call
droppings, the tweet droppings.
Are they called tweets or twits? What are they called?
They're called tweets. A bird says,
okay.
tweet, 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 tweet.
Okay. I got to remember that. Bird, tweet. Got it. All right. And I just wanted to make sure that everybody had those. I'm still waiting for those ouchie ones. Those are going to be good.
Craig's asking me what's for dinner, Diamond.
Yeah. What's for dinner?
Well, I laid out chicken breasts, but I'm just not quite sure what direction I'm going with it yet. So let me gather my thoughts and my chicken breasts, and I'll come up with something delicious and report back.
Much love to you, Independent.
You guys, you're welcome, Cluck Bucket.
Yes. If we get any more tweets, I don't know why. Craig's saying shake and bake, Nikki.
No, Nikki's never had shake and bake. I thought we'd been through this.
Yeah.
Never ever have I had shake and bake. And I don't think I want to try shake and bake.
We have already been through this, Nikki. We've already discussed this.
Many times. See, Craig's in the same boat with us, Diamond. He doesn't have a memory.
Yeah, right. He just keeps bringing the same thing up over and over again, just like we do. Yes.
Right.
Yeah. All right, my friend. You have a great dinner. And,
thank you. And thank you for reading the Twitter drops, Diamond. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome, Nikki. And thank you for coming on.
If anything else breaks, you guys will be back. But just let me get my dinner going.
Yeah, after her dinner's done. But if we see anything, I'm really anticipating the ouchie ones. So whenever we see that, we'll be back.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. Yes.
We're watching.
Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Bye, Nikki.
Bye, Diamond.